This is for an individual who wants to step up their content game, understand how to convert with AI visuals. So point number 1, the 5 tools. When we talk about volume, we need systems in place. The first tool that we use can be seen as a creative director's mind map, creating a universe, a style, an aesthetic for that individual person. So for one of our clients, they like 1970s vibes, retro. They're into creativity and singing and being on stage. So we have Midjourney, and just yesterday I found an awesome Midjourney hack. They are doing a beta testing version. And first, you start off with a prompt. It comes out with a very generic AI image. Then it shows you a bunch of different styles of images. You click the ones that you like. It's honestly insane. So that's where we gather the first few images for us to reference someone else's face. And a tiny little hack, if you're doing this, do not describe what you look like. For example, if I try to use an image of an Asian and I want to paste my Asian face onto them, it won't necessarily understand the difference. So when I'm generating prompts, I use the opposite of my features. I say a Caucasian woman with blonde hair, blue eyes. Then when I have those blonde hair images to reference, it can easily tell what face I want on where. That comes with prompting and a lot of trial and error. So secondly, we have Nano Banana. This is when you take those images you got from Pinterest, from Midjourney, and you paste your face on it. You paste your likeness. What I really like about this workflow is you're not screenshotting images that you find on Instagram. You are creating a totally new look. But if you have a photo shoot and you don't want to keep using the same images, but you like the idea of that photo shoot, you like the images that were generated from that photo shoot, you invested money and time into that photo shoot, but you want it to extend longer, we can use Nano Banana to create different perspectives. We can even change your clothes, keep your expressions, and your content can stay nice, fresh, and clean for a lot longer. Now we have our third and fourth tools. I like to pair these two together when we use HeyGen. That's the talking head videos. Of course, you can record your own voice and use that voice in the talking head video. HeyGen takes images that you created and it lip syncs the audio. So it creates a short form, long form video without you having to touch it. ElevenLabs, the fourth tool, on top of HeyGen, totally delegates what you're saying. So you give ElevenLabs a voice AI generator, 2 minutes of what you sound like, 2 minutes of you talking, and it creates an AI version of your voice. So then we can type in a script after understanding who your ideal client profile is, and we feed it into ElevenLabs. We feed it into HeyGen, and then you have a beautiful video. There are different strategies that we use for LinkedIn, for Instagram, for YouTube. LinkedIn is huge on delegation, authority, and AI tools. Instagram is less about that, but you can still convert clients with talking head videos, as those will naturally have less engagement the more salesy you are. So a way to get high engagement for AI talking head videos, AI content, is to use them in carousels, so static images, or to create AI talking head videos with very short, controversial, slightly uncomfortable points of views, and add in some B-roll to add a bit of authenticity. So lastly, we have Claude Max. I am in love with Claude Max. The best 100 GBP I spend in my entire business. Yeah, that's a big statement because I spend a lot of money on some AI visual tools. HeyGen, Midjourney, they're all annual plans that I pay for. But Claude, oh, you have my heart. Specifically in the workflow of getting AI visuals and creating a content engine and having those 90 posts. Let's start from the top. I have Claude write AI visual prompts for me to feed into Midjourney. Not only do I have it write the prompts, I have it paste it into Midjourney so it runs on its own. I say, I want 30 different images related to a laptop and a redhead, and create and send out 30. So instead of me having to flip between different websites and doing that manually, it does it automatically. It takes it off my plate. Same with the voices and the scripts and the transcripts. Once we understand if we are targeting the top of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, I say create 30 different ElevenLabs voices and generate them for me to review later. It's on there, it's automatic. I look at those transcripts once it's done running, and then I'm able to continue the workflow. So Claude Max is just an extreme game changer. I have one extra bonus. For B-roll, we use Kling. So that takes the Midjourney, Pinterest, Nano Banana images, and it animates it. I personally do not like the voice that's on there, so I use it for not talking B-roll clips. So if she's typing on a computer, I say typing on a computer. For anyone who has created short form videos before, it's a lot less engaging when you're just talking to the camera. Adding something happening every 0.5 seconds, every 2 seconds is beneficial for watch time, for engagement, and it shows that you want to put effort into the value that you bring online. Looking forward to anything you have to say about this AI visual workflow.